This is going to be a special review on the Scale 118 Motormax Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. Now, many of you may know that I have already done a review on this car. I've also showed it in many videos with regards to the LED lights that I've installed. The reason why I'm going to do the second video is really to compare the car from the newer the newer generations and then the older generations. Now, this Motormax Crown Victoria has been running probably for 10 years now, and for a model car, that's incredible. There's probably millions that have been mass produced, and the reason why is because so many people like me like to install LED lights. I plan to do the same thing with this. But as time goes on, things change, and the formula to make the car is always slightly different. And I'm actually noticing that the quality on the older ones is better than the quality on the newer ones. Now just hear me out here. To begin with, there is black line around this, the windshield and the back window, for instance. That makes sense, the car has that. But then we look at the new one and notice how big this black line is. It's almost to the point where it looks unrealistic. And the fact that it's a different color than the glossiness of the paint, it does show up. Back here it gets a little bit more annoying because that's the tail light, or the brake light I should say, and it's completely covered by that black surround. I'm not sure why they did that, but nevertheless, that is what it's like on all the new ones. I got several Crown Victorias, and that's the case. Now, because these are budget cars, you do get the typical budget car problems, and that's like little paint issues, and this one has it, this one has it. In that way, they're about the same. There's kind of a little nick right there. I don't know where that came from. On this side, probably can't see it in the camera, but there's a scratch right here that I didn't do. On the front, no, it's very dusty, ignore that. I'll clean this one a little bit later. On the front, got a little nick right there. It's a lot of paint bubbles. It's just the paint is not as high quality as the older ones, that's for sure. Now, you also might be noticing this honeycomb grill and this push bar right here. Now, that did not come with the model. That I installed. I once put it on this one until I realized that Asheville, North Carolina police cars don't have push bars, and that's unrealistic, and I don't like that. So I decided to put it on this one instead, and I think the effect is fantastic. I mean, black cruiser with the honeycomb grill and push bar, really it stands out. It's a very presidential car. It really looks like something the government guys would be driving or whatever. I mean, the chrome hubcaps and the color, it really is nice. But back to the issues. Now, the old one had somewhat weaker doors, but these doors are even weaker. I mean, these back doors, I feel like they would fall off. I try not to open them as much as possible because I'm afraid they're going to fall off. There's also, this might be a factory defect, there's also a pretty big gap right here. It's like the body isn't fitting together correctly, and you can see a peg under there that holds it into place. Not sure why that is, but it is nevertheless. Another problem is that there's no spotlight here. Now, of course, some Crown Vics didn't come with spotlights, but when you look inside, you have the grip right there. You have another grip right here. So this should be a partner car in the sense that it has two spotlights on both sides, but it doesn't. So Motormax they tend not to pay attention to those small details. Another issue to point out is the fact that this headlight should be pretty much white or clear all the way down to here and have a little amber spot right about here. That's where the blinker is, and it doesn't. That's the same thing with the old one. I don't really know why. It's that lack of attention to small details that's important to recognize when you're buying these budget cars. Alright, thanks for watching.